Hey y'all, Irix Guy here, and I wanted to post my first review after my initial flight with the Yuneec Typhoon H. Now this right here, the first thing I want to comment about, the controller, although it is long, it's very thin, and this top part, this sunshade, which is included, at least it was included with mine, which is awesome, it just pops on and pops off. One thing to be wary of though, when you stick this through, don't have your fingers on the sides of that, because I poked myself and it didn't feel too good. But see, this just folds up to go inside your case, which is very nice. The controller itself, this antenna pops down, this antenna pops down for putting it inside of the case. Check the link within this video's description. You can find my other video where I actually put it back inside of the case. And it's got this top handle here, which is nice. I guess you could also use that if you want to rest it on a table or something. It's a good way to do that. And you can use the optional neck strap, which I opted not to use today because I had another camera around my neck. I was getting some high quality stills of the Yuneec Typhoon H in action. But yeah, this thing has thoroughly impressed me. The first flight, and again, I'm filming this at the time of just having flown the Typhoon H for the first time. Haven't looked at the video in my computer that I filmed in 4K 30 frames per second, so I'm hoping that the video quality that it recorded is as good, if not better, than Phantom 3 Pro or DJI Phantom 4 4K 30. The controller has a lot of features. I've really got to dive into this and explore the various features. But it feels good, and again, to be as big as it is, it's thin and it's not super heavy. That was one of my complaints. If you ever watch my Parrot Bebop videos, you know, the little tiny drone, but it had the huge, they called it the Sky Controller. It just negated the fact that the Bebop was so small. But this is manageable. It is, again, it's a lot wider than your Phantom 3 Pro or your Phantom 4 controller, but the screen is super sharp. I mean, this is 720p. Something I was worried about was, well, this doesn't have a technology similar to DJI's Light Bridge for the FPV piece. And obviously I fly a line of sight to be safe and responsible, but it's nice to have that extra detail. But at least during my flight today, everything remained silky smooth. I didn't have all the jaggies and the static like one may expect with an FPV technology that's not a Light Bridge type thing. So the drone itself, something I really liked about it was the, sorry, bug flew up my nose, was the landing gear going up and down. You know, it's not simply a novelty, it's really cool. Because once this thing goes airborne on the controller, you got a landing gear up and down. It was as simple as doing that. One thing that I mentioned when I was flying, if you haven't checked out my first flight test video, be sure to check it out. But these little things right here that I referred to as things that look like a lower body workout machine in a gym, it would be cool if these were a bright color, and then that way you could better visualize front and rear of the drone in flight. Obviously this right here is the front. You can see the obstacle avoidance sensors, and then the batteries on the back. But that's one minor complaint that I have, and there may be a way to do it. I haven't explored again, first time in the field, so I haven't explored the functionality in depth enough yet to know if there might be a way to better differentiate between front and rear. One thing I would like to do, and this is something I'm going to investigate as soon as possible, is figuring out how to tell the camera to return home, meaning that when I'm rotating the camera in a 360-degree pattern, once I'm finished with that, I want to push a button and say, hey, go back and face forward, you know, face the direction where these motion sensors are. Because that helps me to tell direction. I know in the app too, you can see a little visual indicator that'll assist with direction, but those are just a few minor things that I've seen that I would be curious about at this point. The propellers on and off, very intuitive process. I would say it's as good, if not better, than the DJI Phantom 4 propeller attach and detach. That was something I was kind of curious about before I'd use this, and just like a Phantom 4, there's some of these with black centers, some of them with white centers, and you just put on the propeller that corresponds with the color of the engine. It's very simple. So yeah, I felt that was a very intuitive process. The attaching and detaching propellers, check the link within this video's description, because I'm going to have a close-up video to show you how it's done. And within that video I'll also show you how to raise and lower the arms for transport. But yeah, the first flight, I mean, from a controllability perspective, I really liked it. I liked how they had the little wheel on the controller with the tortoise and the hare for slow movement or versus fast movement. And I would highly recommend, if you haven't flown your Typhoon H yet, be sure to read your owner's manual, thoroughly understand the operations first, but I'd probably use the tortoise mode first so it doesn't rapidly ascend. One thing I do want to point out is that, like the DJI Phantom 3 Pro, this gimbal, it's got a little doohickey there that holds it in and a doohickey there. So all four corners do not. So if you look at yours and you're like, hey man, I'm missing two of those things. No, there's only two. So just a heads up. Yeah, that's my initial thoughts. And I mean, I didn't know what to expect. My only minor gripe is that even when folded down, what I refer to as see if you can see it on the camera here. Yeah, you can see the top of it. The glorified steak cooler is what I call it, that it comes in. The travel size and the travel weight's a little bit more than the Phantom 3 Pro or the Phantom 4. But it's not significantly larger to where it's like an Inspire, which, you know, if you've seen my videos, I do not like the Inspire. It's too big, it's too heavy. But this right here is manageable. So stay tuned for a lot more videos. I would have to say that I'm definitely going to have some fun with this, and this is just the second video of many with the Typhoon H here on Irix Guys Adventure Channel, youtube.com/Irix Guy. So be sure to subscribe and share this video with others. Thanks for watching, and y'all have a good day. Hey y'all, Irix Guy here. I wanted to take a moment to thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel. I'm an independent channel, and it's viewers like you that help me to continue to grow. I appreciate your viewership, and y'all have a good day.